Hi guys, we are going to be going over our course overview for Lit and Comp. At the end of this lesson in Lit and Comp 2, you should be able to know when our live class meets, identify topics we'll be covering in this course, know how to contact Ms. Dempsey and Mrs. Antonucci, and understand the requirements for your assignment today.
To start off, let's do a quick overview of the course. In quarters 1 and 2, I'm going to start you off with some skills for success. Then we'll move into a little bit of a reading and writing boot camp. We're going to have some lessons and units on perspective, point of view, characterization, conflict, plot, and setting. We'll of course have that keystone practice as this is a keystone trigger course. Then we're going to move into a unit where you get to choose your novel. We'll do some narrative writing and we'll do those achieve articles. Then in quarters 3 and 4, we're going to work on author's purpose, tone, mood, and bias. We're going to read a novel entitled Monster. We'll do some informative and argumentative writing, more keystone practice, those achieve articles, and an end of year project. However, do keep in mind that this is just a brief overview in which things they may be moved around, added, or changed based on our current needs as a class.
So, our course structure is lessons, which will cover the skills and content that you need to learn in order to be successful on our assignments. They'll consist of videos, questions, which are graded and counted to your overall course grade. We'll have CYUs, which check your understanding, and they'll practice the skills in the lessons and the live class. And you will be required to do some readings where you are expected to apply what you learn to the reading. We'll also be having quizzes, tests, essays, projects to test your ability to apply what you've learned. So live class will meet on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we're a Monday through Friday class. And Ms. Dempsey and Mrs. Antonucci will be teaching live. You will see Mrs. Riegard in video lessons, but she will not be meeting with us live. So some reasons to come to live class are to get help with lessons and readings and the assignments. Get further practice on the skill and content we'll be learning, ask questions, and clarify any misunderstandings, and to have interesting discussions and interact with your teachers and classmates. And we'll always have some time, hopefully, to work on assignments. So if we look at our contact information here, we have Mrs. Antonucci's contact information and mine. All of this information can be found at the top of our course page. Mrs. Antonucci's office hours are 1:30 to 2:30 on Tuesdays and Fridays from 2 to 3. My office hours are Tuesdays from 2 to 3 and Fridays from 2 to 3. If there is ever a time where those hours don't work for you, just set up a time and we just reach out to us and we will try to set up a time for you. And remember that we do our best to check our emails and messages throughout the day, and we try to do our best to get back to you that day or hopefully the very next day, the latest. So getting to know you and welcome to Lit Comp, we're going to go over some directions and examples. So you will be working on your Lit and Comp to welcome. So you're going to be responding to questions so that we can get to know a little bit more about you and how we can better help you this year. So just for instance, you'll see in your assignment, what name do you prefer to be called? And then we would love for you guys to record how to pronounce your name because we always want to honor your name and say it correctly. So I am Miss Dempsey. So Dempsey is how you say that last name. And there will be other various questions like this on this lesson. So it asks what your preferred pronouns are, and you can select more than one, whatever you feel comfortable with. So mine are she and her. One of our questions is, how do you prefer to be contacted? Is it phone, text, email, Schoology? And then give us that number, email address we should use. So the best and quickest way to get a hold of me is to text or call me at my number, which is 267-225-1255. But emailing me at sdempsey@achievementcharter.com or Schoology message works too. A text is probably just the quickest way to get in contact. and then you will be completing that survey on your own. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.